Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Mark here with the Better Mark. Let's get into this Monday, April 8th, the Major League betting card that we're going to be breaking down each and every game here. I'll give you guys my leans, which sides I'm on, and I have 5 official plays within the MLB ranks. Had an outstanding run this weekend, last night, going 4-1 on that Sunday card. So I'm going to break that all down for you guys as well. Recap those picks, and let's get down into it. Okay, so before we get into it, make sure you all subscribe down below. Smash that like button, and let me know what you guys are going to be on in this evening's contest. We got a lot of home openers out there, as well as the exciting conclusion to the college basketball season. I'm going to have a video up there talking about my official play within the college basketball ranks, but let's get down into this card, okay? So this is where we're looking at a quick recap with yesterday's plays. We had the under in Kansas City, Chicago White Sox cashing with a lean towards Kansas City, minus 122. Tampa Bay on the money line ended up getting that job done 3-1. Houston was a winner at plus 102, and Tampa Bay I think won 3-2, but they still won the game, and Houston I think won 3-1. My apologies. Plus 102 in that winner. The only loss we suffered was the over 10 in that Houston Texas Rangers game at minus 114. So that's the recap from yesterday. Let's get down into this card. I got 5 official plays, so make sure you guys all stick around till the end of this video. And please, if you have not yet done so, make sure you guys all sign up for oddsjam. Use my promo code TBM, 35% off your first month or annual plan, whichever you elect to do. But this is something where it's truly an invaluable tool that I use in the sports betting industry that I use on every one of my bets. It truly does help, because sometimes you're able to find point discrepancies up to 1, even 1.5 points. Not to mention with losing bets sometimes by a half point, it really is invaluable. Also allows you to do a couple other things like tracking bets, finding best promos out there, positive EV betting, as well as a lot of arbitrage opportunities in the market. And if you guys are in a daily fantasy, it does have a very nice resource within the daily fantasy side of oddsjam. Okay, but let's get back into the picks. This is the card, and we're going to break down. The first one is a official play, but it's going to be part of a parlay that I'm going to give you guys at the end of this video. It's going to be a money line parlay. But the first one is Guardians, White Sox, opening day for the Guards. Indians, we're going to call them the Indians, 7-2. Great start for their 2024 campaign. Tristan McKenzie looking to have a better outing out here. I do lean towards taking the Indians in this matchup. We've seen that the first pitches for a lot of these games have been bumped back due to the eclipse timing. So this is why we're seeing a 5-10 first pitch. So if you guys are all watching out there, make sure you guys wear your glasses, stay safe, do not look into the sunshine, no matter how many beers that you guys have had. A lot of people do get messed up from that. So just a little bit of a friendly warning and advisory as we get into the eclipse here on this Monday. Okay, next game is Marlins Yankees. Nestor Cortez. I would lean towards taking the Yankees. I'm kind of shocked that we're seeing a value here at minus 154. The Marlins are 1-9. They can't get out of their own way, so I would lean towards taking the Yanks at home. Nestor Cortez looking for a bounce back performance on the bump there for the Yankees. Okay, so next game, the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mitch Keller hosting Reese Olson. I can't really handicap these two teams too well. The Pirates probably having one of their best starts in the history of their franchise. So that is something we're at a minus 120 price. It's kind of a coin flip game. Tigers also 6-3 on the season to start the year. Fascinating run for both of these clubs. Not looking to get behind this, and I do not have an official play in a lot of these early games, okay, despite the Indians one. But we will get into the next game, the Brewers-Reds, Aaron Ashby and Graham Ashcraft. This is a coin flip game as well. I would lean towards taking the home team. I believe this is their home opener as well, but Graham Ashcraft, 3 ERA going against Aaron Ashby. The Brewers have been a hot team, 6-2 on the season, but I would lean towards taking the Reds, okay? Next one. This is one that almost made my card. I do like the likes of Jose Barrios at home. Outstanding first performance of the season. 8 Ks, 2.25 ERA. 1-0 on the season. The Blue Jays 4-6. Mariners 4-6. Throwing Castillo out there on the bump, 6.75 ERA, 2 losses on the season. I do not look for this Blue Jays lineup to let him off the hook and give him that ever so needed first bounce back game of the season. But I do lend towards taking the Blue Jays here on the money line. Minus 112 is the best number out there in the market, but I will not be playing this as well. It just did not make my card. Okay, now let's get into the first official play. Okay, Julio Teheran. This is a player that, quite frankly, guys, should not be in the big leagues. I'm shocked that he's actually pitching against his club. The Mets have won a couple games, but still one of the worst teams, starting off horrible to start the season, where I do like the Braves, minus 1.5 on the run line. I'm shocked that I was able to get it at the value that I did as well. This is one where let's dive into the odds jam. I can show you how this is done. And then here on the run line, you can see the Braves, the best number out there is minus 108. You can find an average odds of minus 114 out there in pretty much every sports book offered across the market. So that's going to be a first official play in that contest. Okay, next, Dodgers Twins. I would lend towards taking the Dodgers. Got a little bit of West goes East, so I'm not looking to get on board with that. So I will be fading this game as well. Like I said, there's a lot of great games out there. I don't need to force anything within taking a high price within the Dodgers. On the road, laying over $1.50. Not something I'm interested in doing. Okay. Also, I am starting a little intrigued by some Mookie Betts MVP bets for some futures odds. Okay, so that's something I'm going to be tracking. He's starting off really, really hot, and we look into that lineup. He has protection. Ohtani's not pitching this year, so I think that he's going to be a little bit of a lost candidate, especially with the betting scandal going on. So I do look for Mookie Betts to kind of have a little bit of a rise to a claim within that MVP futures market. So let's just keep that one on the back burner for the time being. All right, next game out there, Phils and the Cardinals. Mike Mikolas, obviously this is a tough one because both of these starters, both of these clubs are pretty much even matched, 50-50 game. So I will not be playing this. I don't really find an edge in and taking any side or total in this contest, okay? And then the next one is the Astros-Rangers. We're going to have two official plays in this, okay? This is the one where we're going to look to avenge, go the opposite direction of them hurting me last night. My only loss of the day was having that over 10 runs within Houston, the Houston and the Rangers game. We are going to go the opposite way, though. We're going to take that under 9.5. You actually can find a 10 out there. I just don't have that sports book to get on board with it. But if you can find a 10 out there, take the 10, all right? But we're, for all intents and purposes, going to lock in minus 9.5, or I'm sorry, under 9.5 runs for Astros, Rangers, under 9.5 at a price of minus 115. Also, I'm going to be on board with the nrfi, right? So no runs first inning, plus 125. Getting some positive value in that one. So those are two bets in that game where we have the likes of Andrew Heaney and Framber Valdez. Kind of too high of a total for me. I know these lineups like to hit the baseball a little bit, but both of these pitchers arguably are two of the more dominating forces on their clubs. So I look for this to be possibly like a 5-4 game, 6-4 at worst, and we still cash the ticket if you were able to get it in at a push at the level of having 10 runs as a total. But I got it at 9.5, so I'm going to live with it and ride or die within that 9.5. Okay. Next one is the Diamondbacks and Rockies. That's the next game on the card where we will have an official play. This is where we're going to look for Zach Gallen to continue an outstanding record here at what we look at within Coors Field, pitcher's ballpark, and we are going to back that. Zach Gallen, we need him to go 6 innings. If he goes 6 innings, we cash the ticket over 16.5 outs recorded for Zach Gallen. Okay, so outstanding start to the season. I also do like the Diamondbacks a lot in this game. 2-0 with a .82 ERA, 9 Ks going against Kyle Freeland. I look for the Diamondbacks to absolutely thromp the Rockies, but a lot of people like taking the Rockies plus the runs on the run line, plus 1.5 at home. That's been something I've been catching a drift of, seeing the way the money moves and so on and so forth, and just something that the Rockies, the Oakland Athletics, those are two of the clubs that I'm going to be fading for quite some time. I think we're adding the Mets to that list as well, but that will be one of my official plays, taking Gallen to go 6 innings and hitting that over 16.5 recorded outs. Okay. The next one, we have 3 games coming up at you within the Rays Angels. No play, Zach Eflin, Tyler Anderson. I do lean towards taking the Rays. Cubs Padres, Yu Darvish, outstanding first outing we saw with Darvish, 16 Ks, 2.3 ERA, going against Javier Hassad. I do like taking the Padres at home at Petco Park within this. I'm actually kind of shocked that you can go out there and find in the market at a minus 126 money line price. But hey, that is some value. I do lean towards taking the Padres. It is a chalky play, but I still back the Padres against the 6-3 Cubs in this matchup. Better pitcher. Great offense, and they're at home. That's kind of like the trilemma that we see where we can really lock that one in. But no official play. I just don't need it. There's enough ones out there on the card and in these games that I have 5 official plays, and we're going to stick with it. Okay, lean towards the Giants and the Nationals in the last game. Blake Snell, better pitcher, going against Trevor Williams. This would also be kind of a lean towards the under if we could get that at a better price where you could see 7.5. 8s out there in the market, but nothing that I find a definite edge. So I'm going to stay clear of these last 3 games, and despite having some pretty strong inclinations, I am going to stay away from them because I do have 5 official bets that you can't bet everything. It's never a good idea as well. And let's just do a quick recap of my plays. And also, I wanted to share with you guys, this is my 3-team moneyline parlay, kind of my way of betting the Guardians on opening day. Full disclosure, I am an Indians fan, so that's kind of what it is. In how I feel about it. So Braves on the money line, Arizona on the money line, and the Guardians on the money line, paying a price of plus 235 in that 3-team money line parlay. So just my way of juicing up the Indians on opening day. Give me something to look forward to and have fun. It's kind of a tradition, not necessarily something good to parlay every single day, but from time to time, moderation is okay. Okay, and we've had a very profitable last few days. So getting a little bit riskier, adding some variance into my card is something that I'm not opposed to. Okay, so that is my 5 official plays. Braves minus 1.5, Zach Gallen over 16.5 outs. Guardians, Diamondbacks, and Braves 3-team moneyline parlay. Astros under 9.5 and a no-run first inning at a plus 125 price in that same game. So in total, that's what we got going on. Enjoy the opening day festivities. Enjoy the eclipse. Also, if you're watching the college basketball national championship, we're going to have a video up on that where I give you guys my official play very shortly. We were able to hit in the women's game. Got a couple open tickets left for the UConn Huskies, so it's going to be a very exciting Monday. Go get some sleep. It's going to be a long night. That game tips off at 9:50. So it'll be a late one out there here on the East Coast. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for being part of the team. Remember to check out oddsjam, link down below with promo code TBM, as well as channel memberships are now available. So also check out that. And we will be having the Discord Patreon up and running as by popular request from a couple subscribers. Just really working out some bugs in that, and we will have that up and running probably this week. So stay tuned, stay locked, and let's go cash some tickets. Cheers.